I used to do trivia at Pub 819 in Hopkins. And then, you still doing it?
Mm-hmm.
No, he does it. So if you're ever in Hopkins on a Monday night, you want to see this gentleman again, he'll be there. This is, do you want me to just call you B?
Sure.
Okay, this is B. We're going to go with B. Born in Haiti, adopted and raised in Minnesota, loves pancakes more than Wi-Fi. Everybody, please put your hands together. For B.
Pop goes the toast! I love the early mornings when the world around me's asleep. My demon's alarm clock ain't ring yet. The birds ain't singing. On the curb of Central and 33rd where I found a new piece at. The sun's still sleeping in while the wind tucks around the world like pigs in a blanket and an extra side of ranch. Is it Christmas? I see presents as I present the past to the future like it was present. Regret, never heard of them. Repent, never heard of sin. In the morning, I rise as love. I hear no sadness. I see no pain. I believe in the sunrise, the dawn paints, the river waves. I feel safe. I feel connected. I feel the never-ending moment flow through us like a beverage, no Coke, still addicted, and every second is another fix like a freshman. I introduce myself. Hello, my name's Ignorance, because I'm bliss. In the mornings, I ignore the voices I don't hear. Speak with the mouth that won't open, blanket my anxiety till my next thought appears. I pour black coffee in my black mug, shug. Watch me black love myself with the caffeine, coffee beans, the browner, the sugar. Woo! The sweeter it sings. Bother me this afternoon. Ruin my evening plans. Just give me my mornings in pajama pants. You can't pay me to miss tomorrow. I put myself on the schedule. Rather be woke and broke than dead with bread. I set myself back and still end up ahead. And then I see the moon disappear. I hear the fields warm up. I smell the opportunity of today while the bacon heats up. It's all part of a complete breakfast. Morning fruits for the morning juice. How would you like the pulp? I wash the dishes with the missus. Who said a man can't work a kitchen? I said life is like eggs. Over easy with a dash of salt. I keep my sunny side up. Blue sky coming through. Treat my morning like a kingdom and you know that I rule. I watch my day unfold. I breathe in the origami. Pay the price of growing old, deep gulps. Dark roast. I love the morning hours. That's when I can be me. Pop goes the toast. Thank you very much. My name is B. I go by Andrew B. How we doing today? How's the side of the room doing? Make some noise. Middle, how we doing? How we doing? Left side, give up. Hey, okay. Something that everybody might not know with poetry, especially, I guess I can speak for myself. I don't know all poets like that, but snapping. Can everybody snap? All right, so if you're feeling what I'm saying and you say, oh my God, that's really good, but you don't want to be like, woo, while I'm like talking, you can snap. And that's how I know, oh, you vibe with it, cool. It gives the person up here a little bit more energy, a little bit more juice, and then the drinks start to make the poet sound a lot better, I promise. I only got a few minutes up here, so I'm not gonna take too much time talking because I know we all came here for poetry, and I got 2 more pieces for you. One little thing about me is that I'm adopted, and thank you, I didn't choose it, but hey, you know. One thing about me being adopted is that it's not always easy. It's not always fun. Now, I love my adopted family. I live in their attic. There's no hate. There's no blood. But this poem was something that really, when I decided, like, hey, I want to be me. I want to be what I am, and I want to do how I want to do. This poem is kind of what came from it. So it goes like this. 2 snaps for all the adopted children like me, who've been sold to white owners who run our life like an oil tycoon, trying to uproot the liquid gold inside us because our blood is full of ancestry. Black culture they want to exploit for their gain, but if I snap my fingers, maybe racism won't make it over their protest. Maybe adoption won't have a hand to talk to if my hand is already speaking, vocalizing freedom like a Negro spiritual, snapping on each beat. Freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know. 2 snaps since ignorance has been sending me hate mail. White college students telling me go back home, or white friends telling me black lives don't matter. Well, I worked 3 jobs so I could see my mom in Haiti. Look, I took the risk. I disowned my adoption status and took off the expectation of the adopted house nigga. Like, why would I want to be defined by my shackles if being me gives me nothing to lose but my chains? And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and fly out to my real mom and be free. So I flew out to my biological family. I followed my dreams, and it brought me to my mother's arms, and I hugged my mom for the first time in 20 years. And I cried like a man who was locked up for a crime he didn't commit, and she cried. The way I imagine she cried at my birth, oh joy, the wait is over, and I didn't want to let her go, not until we ran out of tears, but my owners didn't celebrate my freedom. My plantation did not pay me leave. My adopted parents grew bitter, told me I shouldn't be proud of my heritage, but it didn't matter because I was finally free. But freedom comes at a price, $1,000 and parental dissatisfaction I paid for out of my own pocket. So if you question my liberation, you better come correct, because I don't have to adopt my own love. 2 snaps, because it's been too long since I looked at myself and said, I love you. I wear the skin I see in the mirror, love that epidermis, lather it in shea butter like ashy elbows are symbolic of white supremacy, and I won't be oppressed in my own skin. I love me. I'll take this fucked up situation and claim triumph like when a colonizer discovers a new land. I want to invade my doubts and gentrify my depression. Tell the unwanted thoughts they've been evicted. All I gotta do is snap twice, like my mom is calling me back to her arms. A snap followed by the second, her love giving life to mine like she's screaming, I love you from the tips of her fingers. And isn't that what love is? Isn't that all love needs to be? An embrace where my life is being held by the one who gave it to me. My crying head resting on her shoulders in the universe, cradling her son. You know what's crazy? What's crazy about poems and spoken word is that, like, I prepared a month. I was here last month. I don't know if y'all were here last month. I prepared a month for this. We're already at the last poem. How's that feel? Time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're having fun. When I was working at Speedway, now 7-Eleven, they were basically, it was COVID, nobody wanted to work, all that. I had to drink motivation, is what I called it. I had to be like, you know, it's 4:30 in the morning. The sun's still like, hey, fuck this day. I'm trying to just chill. And I'm out getting ready to go clean a bathroom that thousands of people are gonna walk through and just not give a fuck about. And one thing I realized is that with poetry, I can motivate myself. With poetry, I can tell myself, hey, you got it. Hey, you got a good thing going. Hey, you're gonna do what you gotta do. And this poem right here, when I started working at Speedway, when I started doing all that stuff, I was like, man, I need to listen to this poem over and over and over. And so I say this because as I leave the stage, as I leave y'all with, hey, that was a really cool poet. I wonder, you know, what the backstory of these poems are. Here's one of them, and it's just, you know, I was really, really tired. I was really, really sad. I was really, really exhausted, and yet I listened to this poem because it gave me the energy to keep going. It goes like this. From this point on, the days get longer and the years get shorter. From this point on. From this point on, the work is harder, the brains are smarter, and the goals seem even farther. Man, what have you gotten yourself into? From this point on, you walk in the ways of the new. You walk in the days of the crew. You walk in the ways of God while you become you. The journey has just begun. It's time to be set apart from the chums. The eternal glory of you is on the line, so shine bright, because who's the vessel of the sun? Stars. Only shine for a moment. Don't let your opportunity slip. It's a foot race to the finish, so don't worry if you trip, because battle scars heal. The price to pay is real. The enemy wants to remind you of your failure, so beg God to reveal, because cling to him, because this life is a roller coaster. You don't want to fall out the ride. Stay under the wing, because this is like nothing you ever tried, and from this point on, you don't got time to waste. You don't wear that mask on your face. You start your journey at your God-given pace, because this point is the moment that you're washed from your transgression, washed from your oppression, washed from the voices threatening depression. From this point on, stand up for your convictions, stand up to your oppression, stand up, and never ask for permission. From this point on, your destiny is in your hands, your steps are in your plans, and the power to be great is in your stance. From this point is the moment that you are washed from your transgression, washed from your transgression. I said washed from your transgression. But just remember, you gotta be you while you do what you do. Thank you, y'all. My name is Andy.
record.